Hello, my name is Harun Abdi, and this is my author discussion for AFAS 160 with Dr. Carter. My author discussion is about Tracy K. Smith. Tracy K. Smith is most notably known as an American poet. I am going to talk about her early life. She was born April 16, 1972 at Falmouth, Massachusetts. She was the youngest of 5 children. She grew up near Travis Air Force Base in Northern California, and this is where her dad was stationed. Her mom was a teacher, so Tracy was exposed to a lot of books as a young child, and she read a lot. Because of this, she did very well in school, and her teachers encouraged her to write at an early age. To move on to her education, for her bachelor's, she went to Harvard University to get a degree in English, American literature, and Afro-American studies. After that, for her master's, she went on to pursue a master's in creative writing at Columbia University. After her master's, she went on to go to Stanford University to be a Stegner Fellow in poetry. The theme of Tracy K. Smith's work often confronts formidable themes like loss and grief, and the role of race and family, referencing pop culture. A note I'd like to add is that her work made a notable shift from talking about expansive issues to everyday occurrences. This was her way of making a place for the incomprehensible in everyday life. The first body of work I like to talk about is Joy. Joy is one of the first poems in Tracy K. Smith's The Body's Question, her first book from 2003. The body of question confronts loss, historical intersections with race and family, and the threshold between childhood and adulthood. Joy is a poem in this book commemorating Tracy K. Smith's dead mother. Tracy K. Smith's dead mother. I choose this poem because of the form. It's based roughly on the concept of 5 words to the line, where when the sound of the entire line is sufficiently heavy, there's a kind of subtle respect for her form, which keeps her poetry whole as she ranges along the spectrum of her considerations. I also chose it because Tracy K. Smith is writing to her mother. She's longing to pick up the phone, catch her voice on the other hand, teach her how to bake a salmon, and get the stains out of her white shirt. The next body of work I would like to talk about by Tracy K. Smith is from a poem on life on Mars. This body of work is what won her the Pulitzer Prize in 2012 for poetry. The poetry in this book mainly deals with the search for a sense of purpose and the nature of people. The first poem in the book is called Weather in Space. The Weather in Space. I have it right here on the PowerPoint. Is God being or pure force? The wind or what commands it? When our lives slow and we can't hold all that we love, it sprawls. In our lamps like a gangly doll, when the storm kicks up and nothing is ours, we go chasing. After all, we're certain to lose so alive, faces radiant with panic. And this is the first poem in the book, and it basically sums up the main focus of the work. Questions posed about the nature of God becoming recurring themes in the book. The symbolism includes the image of earthly possessions, and a reference possibly meant to bring nostalgia, which this poem does quite well. Next, I want to talk about her current life. Tracy K. Smith is currently alive. In recent years, 2016, she was a judge for the 2016 Griffin Poetry Prize. On July 1st, 2019, she became the chair of Princeton's Lewis Center for the Arts. And from 2018 to 2020, she hosted the podcast and radio program, The Slowdown. And here are my references. Thank you.